Two businesses sell the exact same thing. One charges $50, the other charges $500, and people happily pay more for the exact same product. So what's that customer actually paying the extra $450 for? The gap is the whole game. It's how one business charges premium prices for basically the same offer as the one down the road and gets it. Most people would guess a nicer logo, better ads, a slicker website. None of those is true. It's one decision made before any of that exists. And here's the part that should make you sit up. Your business has already made that decision. Whether you chose it or not, right now it's quietly set in the price people are willing to pay you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that decision is, how to make it on purpose, and the one question that tells you whether your brand is positioned as the obvious choice or if it's just another option people haggle with. Greg Merrilees here, founder of Studio1Design.com, and we've designed over 2,000 brands and websites for a range of businesses from Hollywood producer Sylvester Stallone, Gary Goldstein, all the way down to a landscaper and a hairdresser. And the thing they all needed first wasn't a pretty website. It was this one decision made before a single page was designed. Most branded advice sends you straight to the logo and the colors. That's the trap, and it's why so many businesses spend money looking different and still get priced like everyone else. So let's start where it actually starts, with what the brand positioning really is, because almost nobody defines it correctly. Here's the first thing to unlearn. Your brand is not your logo, your colors, your fonts, or a clever headline. Those are just an identity tag stuck on the outside. Your brand positioning is the feeling your brand creates in someone's mind before they've spoken to you. There's an old Australian film called The Castle where a character keeps insisting it's the vibe. Funny enough, it's closer to the truth than most branding decks. Your positioning is the vibe. It's the vibe that people get, and that vibe decides whether they trust you and choose you or quietly scroll onto your competitors, which sounds soft and immeasurable, right? Until you realize that the vibe is the one thing setting your prices. Look at bottled water for an example. A supermarket, no-name brand, and a bottle of Voss are chemically basically the exact same thing. They're just water. One costs a couple of dollars, the other can cost 10 times that, and people pay it without blinking. The water didn't change, the positioning did. Cars do the same trick. Say Volvo and your brain says safety. Say Rolls-Royce and it says status. Say Toyota, it says reliable. It's the same category, completely different feelings, completely different price tags. None of them are trying to be the best car. Each one owns a different feeling in their ideal client's head. So here's the part most people get backwards. Positioning isn't about being better than your competitor. It's about being different in a way that your ideal buyer actually feels. Better isn't an argument. Different is a decision, and the buyer makes it in about 3 seconds. Which raises the obvious problem. How do you find your difference without just copying whoever's already winning? Every industry drifts into a sea of sameness. The same corporate blue, the same stock smiles, the same word excellence on every homepage. You all look alike, but people can't tell you apart. So they fall back on the one big thing left to compare: price. And now you're in a race to the bottom and you didn't enter it on purpose. The fix is to zig where your competitors zag. Study them closely, then deliberately go in the other direction. Not different for the sake of it, different in the way your ideal clients genuinely care about. So you become the one that they remember. The purple cow in a field of brown ones really stands out. And your difference might be your approach, your guarantee, a belief you plant a flag on, your backstory, or just you. But here's the catch that trips everyone up. A difference nobody notices is worth nothing. You have to say it in a way that makes the right person feel understood. This is where brand positioning becomes words on a page. We lean on a method from a book called Spin Selling by Neil Rackham, built on 35,000 sales, 4 moves. Show people you understand the situation, that's the S, then name the problem, that's the P, and then spell out what happens if they don't fix it, that's the implication, the I piece, and then present your difference as the solution they need, that's the N piece, which is the need. Do that and something clicks for the reader. They feel heard. They feel like they've been listened to, and this brand actually gets them. So they lean towards your offer before you've pitched anything. I'll let you in on a little something, and it's a strange thing for a design business owner to admit. Copy matters more than the design. The words do the convincing. The design just makes people trust the words enough to read them. And the most powerful words you have are stories, because your customers are the hero and they're not you. You're the guide who hands them a plan and gives them a win. That's based on Donald Miller's book, Building a Story Brand. So you've found your difference and you've said it well. You think that's the job done. It isn't. And the reason it isn't is the most expensive part of this whole thing. Bad positioning works like bad breath. Nobody tells you. They just quietly back away and you never find out why. That's the brutal truth part. When your brand undersells how good you are, people don't send you an email explaining why they don't trust you. They just leave. No bounce, no complaint, no feedback. You just see the missing leads and you blame the traffic or the market or your prices, never really the leak. A former Jaguar boss said it best: if you think good design is expensive, look at the cost of bad design and bad copy. Every prospect who left without a word, every job that went to a weaker competitor who simply looked more sure of themselves, that's the invisible bill you've been paying. So let me show you what happens when a business stops paying it and finally sets the positioning on purpose. A premium one-on-one training studio on the Gold Coast came to us with a genuinely high-end offer, wearing a generic one-woman band brand. The work was premium. The brand wasn't, so it couldn't carry a premium price or attract premium clients. The easy assumption is she needed more traffic. The real leak was that the brand positioned her as average. So we went to work. We made the positioning decision first, premium training for busy professionals, then designed the website to express that. We also created a look and feel across the whole brand to resonate with her target audience. Same trainer, same method, her client numbers doubled. The higher end clients she actually wanted started signing up, already expecting to pay more. And her team grew from 2 trainers to 4 within 4 months. The last one is the real prize. A brand that looks like a real business, not a solo act, attracts better people to hire. And that's what lets the founder step back and run it as a CEO instead of being trapped in every session. The premium brand didn't just lift her prices, it bought back her time. The redesign was never the fix. The positioning it expressed was. Different industry, same lesson. The law firm we repositioned signed more cases in its first month on the new website with the new look and feel, the new brand positioning, than it did in the entire previous year. We also had help from an SEO partner that boosts their traffic. So this is the whole point. So the point is, getting your positioning right is only one step of the system that makes it stick. Look, if you're a serious founder, coach, consultant, author, or a service business or a personal brand that genuinely cares about results, but whose brand doesn't make it obvious yet, ask yourself one honest question. Are you being chosen or being haggled with? If you're pulling in price shoppers instead of clients that you really deserve, and that your reputation and ability deserves, that's exactly the leak we close at Studio One. We have a system that compounds, not another one-off redesign you'll outgrow in a year. You can see the whole thing laid out as one connected system at studio1design.com/authority-engine. From the positioning to the roadmap, to the brand, to the website, to everything after the offer, including your social media presence. And if you want to find out exactly where your brand is leaking leads right now, go to our free brand positioning scorecard at studio1design.com/positioning-scorecard. The link is also in the description. If you've got something out of this video, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.